Hey guys, next Monday, June 22nd, is the start of the National Pollinators Appreciation Week. And I've been doing a lot of studying about pollinators and how they impact my garden. So I wanted to create a video about those really quick. But first, I had a little interruption. Yesterday, we got home from a walk, and my kids were going to go put on their rollerblades, and inside one of the rollerblades was this tiny little pleated woodpecker, probably a female, and just, new. And stuffed inside this rollerblade, we couldn't figure it out. Anyway, it turns out one of the neighbor kids found it on their driveway. Their mom wouldn't let her keep it, so she walked over and stuck it in one of our kids' rollerblades. And here I am trying to nurse her back to health, hoping that, she can pull through. We'll see how she does. Back to pollinators. It's no mystery that pollinators have been in a lot of trouble with modern agriculture and a lot of urbanization going on. Um, I read a study, and I'm going to put the link to the study in the comments or in the description, where scientists looked at 1,600 different species of pollinator, and 1 in 5 was at threat of being extinct. So that's pretty crazy. There's a lot going on, and it's not equal. I mean, when you talk about pollinators, that's a wide group. You've got, birds, hummingbirds, and other small birds. You've got butterflies and moths. You've got flies and bees. When it comes to these groups, though, bees seem to be the most vulnerable, and it's something like over a third of the bee varieties are at serious risk of extinction. The crazy thing is, in the U.S., it's not. This is not a widespread or evenly spread problem, I should say. It really is prominent in the West once you hit the Rockies. A lot of the bee populations are in trouble, but if you look on the East, uh, there's not as much worry over there, and a large part of that is diversity. There's just more species on the west side. I'm in Utah, so I'm a part of that west side, but I think the most concentrated state would be California, and it also has the most species endangered as well. So since next week is Pollinator Week, I thought I would share 3 ways you can help the little guys out. The first tip is, of course, not using pesticide or herbicide. These are the quick fix, right? When you start seeing those aphids or other nuisances, you reach for the spray. But as you learn with the soil food web and permaculture in general, you can't really hyper target one specific enemy. If you're gonna kill the bad guys, you're gonna kill some of the good guys with it. And that goes for pollinators as well. So rather than try to eliminate the problem yourself, one thing that I've defaulted to, and it's actually been really interesting to see, is just waiting for the predator population to catch up. Aphids especially are a huge problem, but it's not long, maybe a couple weeks before I start seeing ladybug larvae everywhere, and there's like over 100 species that eat aphids, and they definitely show up pretty quick. The second tip is to offer them more things to pollinate. If you have a lawn heavy yard, maybe consider converting a small patch of it to a wildflower garden. Or some people I've even seen just don't mow for a long time, and you get all kinds of clover and dandelion that pop up and give them something to pollinate. They get the pollen, they get the nectar, and that can go a long way in helping them. The third thing that you can do to help pollinators, and this one's kind of specific to bees, but since bees do most of the pollinating, is to offer them places to live. We have this conception that bees kind of create these hives wherever they go, but the reality is that most bee species don't create hives. They build their nests in the ground, or they're solitary and they'll find some place to burrow. And so one thing that's really popular is to take bamboo or reeds, elderberry stalks, anything that you can hollow out easily. You can cut those into lengths and then bundle them together to create these little bee hotels. That one may be kind of seasonal since most of the growth is happening right now, but maybe in the autumn, consider taking some of those things and creating a little place for bees to overwinter. Lastly, a little bonus tip, if you live in a hot, dry area like I do, is to find some dish to put a little bit of water in. Insects use water for staying hydrated, of course, but then they also use it for other things as well. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not going to keep him only because it's illegal. Actually, it's a her, isn't it? It's illegal to do so, but I am going to help her along her way and hopefully she bounces back. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoy your National Pollinator Week and let me know how you celebrate.